When you look at some of the other nations, you have Libya. What's happening in Libya, that's off the wall. I mean, they have stolen 12 airplanes from Tripoli, where the airport was, and take them into hiding. And what is that going to be used for? Some type of terroristic attack?
They did that in 1 month. They stole those 12 airplanes.
Exactly. So when you're watching these things unfolding, Egypt right now seems to look like it's some type of a friend to Israel because they brokered the Israeli-Hamas deal, but they're not. They are joining relationships with Russia. Russia's now supplying their military armament. The Muslim Brotherhood is not going away. They're still around. A part of what's happening in Libya is attributed to the Muslim Brotherhood. Some of the major players in Syria who are fighting Bashar Assad, a part of the Muslim Brotherhood. I mean, I could just go on and on. What's happening in Ethiopia, Somalia, Sudan, they are saying they're a part of the Islamic State led by al-Baghdadi there in Syria and Iraq. So all of these coalitions are quickly coming together to do one thing. They may be enemies with each other right now, but if your enemy is my enemy, we become partners, and that is forming. The lowest common denominator in all of the nations that we read in Ezekiel 38, Psalm 83, over there in the book of Daniel chapter 11, they're Islamic in faith, and they hate the Jewish people. They realize what God's promised to give the Jewish people. It's most of their land. They don't want that to happen. They're going to come. And it's going to be very soon after the rapture of the church. So that should make the world wake up. In fact, it's going to happen in that first 6-month period after the rapture of the church. And the reason for that is because over in Rome at that point in time, the Antichrist, which will come out of the revived Roman Empire, i.e. the structure being the European Union, he will go to Rome. He will set up a false religion. He will also set up the revived Roman Empire. And with that going on, he has to deal with the religions of the world. Islam is an exclusive religiosity. They're not going to join with that false religion over there in Rome, Revelation chapter 17. That's evident right there in the Islamic State, what's happening with the Christians in the Middle East. Ezekiel 38, verse 18 to chapter 39, verse 6 says that the Lord himself will rain hellfire and brimstone out of heaven, wipe out this Islamic world, even their nations, not only the military forces, even their nations, the text says, and that renders Islam inoperative, and then the Antichrist would deal with that false church and ultimately come into Jerusalem and set up what the Islamic world's trying to do today.